Hello and welcome! I am Scores. You are here. This is Occupy Mars the game. Last time we left off, we got these guys. Well, technically we didn't get this one. We got this one on this on the left here, because we needed a way to charge this poor thing. What's it at, by the way? 32%. Haven't done anything. It's done nothing so far. Well, that's kind of awkward. And I think it's going to stay at 32% for a little while. I don't know why. Should be having full power, right? Yeah, 100%, 35 kilowatts heading into it. 20 kilowatts going to this one, 35 going to this guy. Be nice if there's a way to tell what charge level it had while not in it. Oh well. I suppose today we're just going to go find some smaller stuff to go grind down, or maybe we're going to go drill some rocks, or maybe build a few more solar panels to get that charge level up and running, huh? Personally, I'm just hoping we can get that little bike guy, the ATV, charged up enough to go hit up that yellow sign today. That'd be fun. I want more blueprints. I want all the blueprints. Hand over your blueprints while you still can. I'm going to just unplug this and replug it to make sure we get that going. Still 32%, but it does say charging. Why do I get the feeling that's not quite accurate? Oh, stop that. I wanted the cable not driving. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to open that socket. I'm going to put that in there. I'm actually going to take about 5 kilowatts here. About 4.9. Put it into socket 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect that there. And we still have access to our workshop and everything else. I think. Yep. Full power. I like power. I like when power works. Alrighty. So we still have access to our workshop, especially this thing, because we need it for the repairs. I have to put that dead center, otherwise it doesn't work right. What an absolute nightmare. Anywho. While that's being repaired, it looks like we need to replace a couple of pieces here. Yeah, okay, so there's my hot air, there's my solder tool. And we're looking for one of the coils. It looks like a coil type 1. Resistor, CPU, we're going to need one of those in a moment. And coil type 5 for coil type 1, there it is. And this pops there. Beautiful. Hello? Any reason we're frozen? Oh. Okay. That was weird.
New item.
Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna go back to repairing things. You. Back to the repair and back to the repair panel. Alrighty, so, and then the center has this CPU, if I'm reading it right. Can I not pick this up until I've already soldered the other piece on? How did I flip it? Q to flip it, that's it. I'll take the soldering tool, get this thing over here so I can see what's going on. Wrong tool. Wrong tool? What do you mean wrong tool? I'm installing this guy right here. What do you mean wrong tool? Do I have to use the hot air tool for this? What do you mean wrong tool? What are the tools do I have? I have a solder, I have a welder, but I don't seem to have anything else. Hello? I have a hot air tool. Now you're telling me it's the right... What? I'm so confused. I only have 2 tools. You're telling me both hot air and the other one are wrong tools. Do you see a third tool that I just don't, that I'm missing? Anybody? Oh, this one will take a hot air. You pop that off. Coil type 1 is going to go plop right back in its place. Ah. No, it's not. Okay, here's a tip. Do not right-click on this stupid workbench. Use hot air.
Point for technological advancement.
Such a pain. Everything breaks.
Water refilled.
Alright, I have a new technology point, which I'm assuming is mechanics, which means I can get my grinder to... No, I can't. I can get my box with circuits, though.
Mechanics. Technology access level increased.
Yeah, we'll have to go through these 3 points next, but for now, the box of that stuff will work fine. I'm just trying to figure out why can't I get rid of this coil? It appears I have glitched it. Do not right-click on this silly thing, eh? We're going to replace this workbench entirely. Because there is no way I can fix that right now. Appears to be a minor bug. Is there a bug report button someplace? F4, feedback, yes. Alright, if I run into that again, I'll go ahead and report that. Back to repair. Let's see here. Grab the hot air tool first. Oh, now it's the right tool. You little runt. Alright, we tossed that, and what is it anyway? Do we even bother looking? Coil type 3, this thing right here. Spot on. Now what you do is you use the soldering tool on the bottom of it so that it gets in place like this. See?
Available point for technological advancement.
That's supposed to be how it works. It's not always how it works, but that's how it's supposed to work. And according to this, it'll be the 5th resistor type 1 that we do not have on the board. So we probably want to plop one of those down. And then we use the soldering tool on the feet. This over and just do it from the bottom. Yep. I think that's how you're supposed to do it.
Available point for technological advancement.
That worked. Now let's fix this one. Like I'm supposed to be doing. So that's a 1. That's a 2. Gets those out of the way. This is a resistor type 1, and we just need 2 of these things. 1 there. 1 there. Both are on the spot. Now we're going to use a soldering tool. That goes there. That goes there. Now it's not just randomly telling me wrong tool, which is nice. And that means I have all my circuit boards now made up. Looks like all the circuit boards are repaired. Huh. Wonder if that previous workbench was just glitchy. That's weird that the workbench would be the part that's glitchy, but it's not entirely unheard of. I mean, it all depends on how the thing is actually programmed. I think it makes sense because the building of the, or the repairs of the motherboards, The repairs of these circuit boards would technically be up to the workbench to randomize the actual work needing to be done.
Water.
So when you replace the
refilled.
workbench, you replace the work needing to be done. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I got a couple of technological points here. Oh, wow. So you mean to tell me... Oh, wait, I got my transformer upgrade already. Cool. How about this one? Can I get the medium solar panel? I have the blueprint. I don't have the paths unlocked for it. Okay, this is what we're going to be... No, we're not. I want the battery rack, and I want that lithium-ion battery
Electricity.
setup.
Technology access level increased. Electricity. Technology access level increased.
It better be increased. I mean, we just did a whole bunch of repairs on stuff. And apparently that improves my... Yeah, it improves the... Electricity technology level. Wow, I am horrible this morning. Yes, it is morning on my side of the aisle. Off. Ah, screw it all. I'm done trying to think. Okay, so we got our helmet on, right? We're not going to walk out without a helmet this time. I mean, technically,
New item.
these doors won't open if I don't have my helmet on.
Equalizing pressure.
Which is really cool detail, by the way. Really smart. Did we get any charge at all on this thing? 34%. So we are getting some charge, just not a lot. And that's because we're not charging it direct. Because I want to be able to use the workshop. So we're going to unplug this. We're going to replug this in over here, which is not going to matter because we have no power at all. But I don't need power at the moment. We need to head back to our little tube in the wilderness. Our health would... I would love it if our health would just go to max, but we need a bed for that. And that's expensive. So no, ain't gonna happen. Alright, closing the door. Closing the door. Exterior O2 is up, which means I can take off the helmet. And I'm going to swap the O2 canister so I can
Oxygen source.
set that up.
external.
There we go. One off of there. Control click to just immediately put in my inventory instead of picking it up, which requires extra clicks, which I'm going to avoid if I can. Now while we're in here, I want to see here. Where is the box? Where's the box of circuits? It's under food, it's under the garage, no corridors. Is there no box of circuits? Have I been lied to? I feel like I've been lied to because I know I got the box of circuits. Oh, wait a minute. The box of circuits is over here, isn't it? Circuit box. The box of circuits. This thing right here. Yep. We can make a couple of them. Cool. We can also make a couple of inventory boxes. We can't do anything right now because all our stuff's in the wrong location. Brilliance. But we can make we can definitely make circuit boxes. The box of circuits. Yes. We have a detonator possibility. That means explosives. I'm looking forward to that. Orbital probe. I think that's a placeholder icon because it's the same as the small pipe. Looking forward to that. That looks fun. Wait, we should be able to build these now, which means we can actually have more power in our ropers. Wait a minute, that's right. They also put in more oxygen bottles. The ability to print water and oxygen bottles. Really cool. There's an ATV rocket engine. I know we can print suit batteries now. That's awesome. I guess for now, I am going to do this. We are going to sleep to basically 4:23 and then 8 o'clock because we do not want to be in the cold. Yet.
Suit power 75%.
Suit power is 75%. We definitely have to work on that. Well, I'm up to the challenge. But I'm really, really, really hoping that
Suit
ATV got a
pressurized.
good charge.
Helmet sealed.
If not, I'm not sure what to do. I guess we could go grinding all the little stuff we can over there, but until we get more mechanical points, we really can't do much about grinding things, because Grinder 2 is over here. Requires another 1, 2, 3 mechanics points. And to be honest, I really don't know what all contributes to my mechanics points. Clearly repairing the circuit boards doesn't, even though that'd be really cool if it did. You know, you actually put some mechanics into repairing circuit boards by doing it. You know, mechanics of the hand mechanics. Totally trying to make something up here. Clearly failing. The circuit doesn't have any power. Well, I knew that. I turned it off. 36%. Unplug this. I want to charge me suit first, huh? Yeah, there's a maximum charge rate of this suit now. Used to be you can pump a whole bunch of kilowatts into it. Apparently not through this transformer. Okay. So question, if I go down Mechanics Road, I still need that small built-in accumulator off of the electricity. Which requires a 1, a 2, a 3 points. 3 points. And I still need the blueprint. But if I can get that, then I can get the newer ATV, and then I can swap them out. Hey, I could put in 2 ATVs for crying out loud. Ugh, I'm just not running a kilometer to get to a place that's...
Recharge.
I'm not running a kilometer. First off, we'd get caught in the dark, which is not good. I miss being able to close these. Is there not a way to close them? Nope, not anymore. Guess that panel's just stuck open. If I sound a little salty, it's because I am. I liked being able to close those. Anywho, we've got batteries and more transformers. So what we should probably do is look into getting that battery pack. So if we go to Bravo, battery pack, glass plate, and 3 electronics. The workshop's not powered. Fine. This is so frustrating. I'll put back the 5 kilovolt for here. Not 5 kilovolts, 5 kilowatt. Plug that back in. Give me this cable. That goes there. I like the fact that these things become color-coded when you plug them in, but they're white before. Not sure what space-age material they're doing that with, but that is cool. Alright, so I need a glass plate, 3 electronics. I need 2 glass plates and... No, wait, no. I need 1 glass plate and 6 electronics to do my initial plan. 2 glass plates, 6 electronics.
Equalizer pressure.
That's a lot of silicon being
Low
used.
pressure zone.
I'm about to low pressure your warning. I mean... Nope, that's exactly what I meant. There we go. 6 of those and a glass plate. I now have a box of it. I now have a box of circuits. Can I just drag and drop? Ooh! I can just drag and drop. Oh, that's cool. And then I'm going to make a second one just so I have something for the medium size as well. We're going to add this in. That is awesome. I'm so glad they put this in. The box of circuits. Now, if they just had a toolbox, I would be in 7th heaven. But that may be a little bit much. That might be asking for quite a bit.
Equalizer pressure.
I'm so glad you decided to equalize my pressure. Alrighty, so we're going to put in a transformer. Upgrade here. Which allows me up to 8 more solar panels. See? 8 marks. Which means 4 by 8, which is 32, which means another 32 kilovolts into the workshop. Kilowatts. I keep saying kilovolts, they're kilowatts. Look at here, it's kilowatts. Okay, so that's another 32 kilowatts I can put in right now with these smaller solar panels. And I can actually take this cable off. And I can take this cable off. So what we're going to do is we're going to redirect all that to there. And then we're going to use a little bit of power to move this poor thing over here to the second transformer where it can get a charge. Hopefully. That goes there. Ah, got it. Got it. Aimed. I aimed well. I did good aiming. Alrighty. Next up is our battery pack, which needs to go this way. Oh, I can stuff that right there. I'll have to move the solar panels, but that's okay. Nothing new there. So right now, the workshop incoming should be 15 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 is 20.
Equalizer pressure. Low pressure warning.
Yeah. So 5 off of those. Does this actually tell me the full requirements of the building? Yeah. Tells me the full requirements of the building. So we're at negative 20 right now. We have no water inbound. Actually, wait. I misread that. We have 6 water inbound. There's no water supply, no water demand here, but we need a total of 20 power into this
Available
base.
point for technological advancement.
Yay! Electricity technology! We need to go to that small built-in accumulator, right? Yep, that's what we're aiming for. So I can do battery pack upgrade, which means more
Electricity
power!
Technology access level increased.
How ironic that I have the large replaceable, but not the small built-in. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we have 20 in here, so we're going to need those 8 solar panels. I have no idea if we can build 8 solar panels.
Pressure.
First things first, speaking of solar panels, I'm going to have to unplug this one. Hopefully I get all the stuff back on this poor solar panel. Feel a little sorry grinding it down like that, but that's okay. Alright, so right now this thing needs a total of 20 kilowatts. So we're going to unplug this cable, plop this here, plop that there. We're going to unplug this cable, plop it here, plop it there. We do not have the firepower to actually operate this thing, but that's okay. Right now we have 10 kilowatts in. 10? Yeah, that's 2 solar panels worth. They're 5. Interesting. I thought these things were 4, so 5. So I need another 2 for the 20. Now I'm going to do another 8 for the 40. I'm actually going to do a lot more than that if I can pull it off, but we'll see what happens. 1, 2. Actually, second thought. Let's break down these blueprints. Because I want the plugs facing in the same direction. I just realized that's my positive building for the transformer, so they're actually going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 solar panels. That's a lot of solar panels. Hey, maybe it might give me a whole bunch of electrical work. That'd be nice. I want all the electricity points. Hand them over! Yep, okay, so I'm out of solar cells, which means I need 45 solar cells. Who here thinks I have enough supplies to make 45 solar cells? If you're raising your hand, well, I hope you have a lot of evidence to support that, because I don't. I have no evidence to support my claim that I have enough.
Water refilled.
Alright, so this place still has power somehow. Don't ask me how, but 45. Aha! Whoever raised your hands, you're completely wrong. I am so far out of my league. It's ridiculous. I love it. Let's do it. Can I do 15? I can't. I need 240 silicon. Alrighty. Let's go digging. Hello? Use the airlock iris, please. Thank you.
Pressure.
Sitting here spamming my poor mouse button. Using up all my million clicks just trying to get a door open. By the way, how's the power going? Ow! 39%. I'm pretty certain this thing has a maximum charge rate. And we've already met it. I think it's like one solar panel worth of charge rate. Just going off how slow it's generating right now. Food, by the way. Food. 57. 48. 52. Alright. I'm going to go a little longer. Okay, we need to dig down these buttes. I know it was silicon. A lot of silicon that we need. I forgot what the other thing was. I think it was iron? Iron would make the most sense. We don't have a truck or a small crusher, otherwise I would absolutely be putting these in a crusher instead of just destroying them. The crusher is far more efficient. Even the small one would be far more efficient, but unfortunately we don't have one of those. Nor do we have any places for it. I haven't seen anybody comment a good place to put a base. I haven't found a good place to put a base yet, either. Want it either in a nice, deep valley or on a little hill. With plenty of room to build. That'd be nice. Ah, well. Alrighty. So I think what we're going to do here is just keep going. We're gonna go. We're gonna dig. We're gonna build. Seriously, how much silicon do I get out of each one of these rocks? I lose so much. About 10 a pop. So I've got 74 silicon, which is actually quite a bit. Until you realize I need, what, 600 something? For the whole plan? And just think, I gotta take apart all of the solar panels I'm building now and put in the medium ones once we get enough supply. Or once we get that research on it. Yeesh. In the meantime, we're just gonna keep taking down our unknown ores and pretending we know what we're doing. Except these aren't unknown. These are all silicon, so we already know what they are. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got about 128 off of one rock. I need 240. Just to build 15 solar cells. That's not including the rest of the supplies needed. Yep. There's going to be a lot of rock murder here. A lot of inefficient rock murder. It makes me sad. Ah, well. I get mechanics experience. That's at least a benefit, right? Yeah, I would need 2 points to upgrade my jackhammer. Maybe I should have upgraded the jackhammer instead of whatever I chose earlier. What did I choose earlier? The box of circuits! Nope! I do not regret the box of circuits. I need a blueprint for the night vision and a blueprint for the Spectral Detector 3, which allows me to scan the rocks. The Detector 2 only does water sources, and you require the small built-in accumulator for an ATV, which then I can make a crate for it. I can make a motocross go boom, boom, boom. Remind myself of a song, but I can't remember what it was. You ever get that little nitpicky brainworm in your head, but the problem is you don't remember the song itself, you just remember that little part and it just keeps playing that tiny part in your head on repeat, driving you slowly insane, making you wish you had some other song playing just to get rid of it. And then when you finally do get another song and it ends, and then suddenly the earworm is back. Just that little section because you want to know what song is playing in your head, but you can't figure it out and you can't let it go. Yeah. That's me. That's me in a nutshell. Well, that's at least my earworms in a nutshell is look at this tiny little piece that just does not stop. Repeating, 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 repeating. Kitten counter, kitten counter, kitten counter. How the hey did he say that so fast? I still want to know. It's not easy to say kitten calendar and repeat so quickly. I gotta be careful, my ADD is showing. Alrighty. How much did we get off of this rock? We got 143. So that should be enough to make 15 solar panels, but we need more than that. We gotta be able to power that silly place overnight. Alrighty. And remember, we gotta start growing food soon because we are running low on processed foods, which requires more power that we don't have. And I can't grind down solar panels yet. Well, I can't grind down ruined solar panels yet because I just don't have the grinder level for it. I can grind down normal solar panels, absolutely. Just not the newer stuff. Or the older stuff, I should say. That makes a little less sense than you think, but... Yep, no, that makes no sense. Being able to grind down solar panels you built with a grinder? I mean, mechanically speaking, as in game mechanics, it makes sense. But if you think too hard about the realistic physics, well then you're clearly not paying attention to game points. Or games in general. Game physics, yes, that stuff. Hell yeah. Air compressor! Mine.
Technology access level
Now I just gotta get to that jackhammer level 2. I wonder if this jackhammer's gonna survive going through this third rock. I just realized we're running low on... that stuff down there, the little bar at the bottom. I forgot what it's called. Durability, that's it. I just realized we're running low on durability for this jackhammer. So we may or may not be able to get through this rock. I think we will, because it's not going down that fast. I really like how they decided to actually make the rocks out of the components rather than making a single mesh and then breaking it down as you break it. Which, you know, when you think about it, that would make the more sense is have it built out of its components so you can detach each little part. But on the other hand, having it just explode once it reaches 0 health is also kind of fun to watch. Now, it's kind of expensive when you think about it, and it's all... let me rephrase that. It's expensive in a processing means, in a processing sort of way, when you think about it, but it's also very impressive. Of course, it also means you have to break physics a bit. But let's be honest here. Who doesn't want to break physics every once in a while? Door!
Pressure. Low pressure warning.
I'm about to low pressure your warning. I know what I said. 478. So let's see here. If we go with 30 solar cells, we need a little bit of aluminum and we need 2 more silicon for the 30 solar cells. And I actually want 45, which is 720. That's a lot. That's expensive. And we do need the aluminum for the rest of that plan. We gotta get this stuff started. Because we're gonna start running out of food packs here very quickly if I'm not careful. I don't want to run out of food packs. It's one of the worst things you can do. Jackhammer. Not a new item.
Item.
It's an item I've had for a while. Let's throw this down and we're going to repair it. Maybe I should wait until the durability hits very close to 0, because it looks like it takes the same amount of time to repair something at low durability as high. So, yeah.
New item.
We'll readjust for that. Airlock is not opening on its own because there's not enough power. Airlock's still not opening on its own because there's not enough power. Usage of 2.5, usage of 15. We're not doing anything with any water right now, so that's a thing. Alrighty. Let's go find ourselves some more rocks to break. They are this way. I see a little rock. We will start with that one. We must attack the weakest, so the strongest does not have support. Of course, if you watch too many, shows, they'll tell you that only the strongest need to survive. The weakest do not need to be alive. I say, that's a stupid idea. Because once you've taken out the weakest of now, who becomes the weakest of then? That's right, the strong become the weakest. Because weakness and strength are relative. They are not defined as absolutes. And once you start defining as absolutes, then you can start figuring out who is weak and strong, but only if you have a baseline. Of course, I'm not saying we should ever go down that route or that they're right in any way. I mean, technically they're right. The strongest do survive, but it's not meant as an individualist, or it's not meant as individuals, strong individuals surviving. That statement is meant more for the species will survive. Of course, strong individuals do survive. At least in nature. Humanity, we tend to save everybody. Which is not a bad goal in life, or a bad goal in existence in general, my opinion. But with a lot of creatures in nature, it's true. The strongest do survive.
Oxygen source.
The strongest species survive. The strongest individuals of that species survive and propagates, which means that the traits of the strong gets passed on from generation to generation. I mean, take a look at humans.
Warning.
We're technically the strongest species on this planet. We're not physically stronger, but we are technically smarter, which is our actual strength. And by technically, I mean we are smarter by... We are the smartest species on this planet, even though as a species we are very stupid, panicky, dumb creatures. Thank you, Men in Black, for stating what we're all thinking.
Pressurized. Helmet sealed.
Come on, seal the helmet. Now, I'm not taking away the intelligence of creatures, because they are plenty smart. There's some wily ones out there. There's some terrifyingly intelligent beasties out there. But how many of them are capable of building, say, a house? How many of them can utilize fire and be able to create fire? Not many. I know there's some research into chimpanzees that show that they're capable of utilizing tools, but they're primitive tools. They're not purpose-built. So, yeah. And that's the highest level of quote-unquote technology from other species on this planet that I've heard about. I guess technically that is technology, even if it is just utilizing rudimentary tools. And that's uranium. Seriously? Didn't realize you could get uranium out of these rocks yet. I mean, I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm complaining a little bit. I can't use the uranium because the uranium rod is not unlocked yet. So I can't use the kilopower reactor. Which, by the way, I have no idea how much power that thing is supposed to provide. But supposedly it was able to power the whole starter base, from what I saw. Of course, I didn't look for any solar panels or anything like that. And getting into the area is, you know, radioactive, so you really don't want to stick around, etc., 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 etc. Whatever. Alrighty. I think we're going to take down these unknown ores. And then what we'll do is I am going to go see what that charge rate is. Ooh, this is aluminum, which means we can go build some solar panels. Let's go build our 3 more solar panels and then get that battery starting to charge. And then I think we'll give it a call after that. But this is aluminum. It's an aluminum rock. It's aluminum ores. I like aluminum. Aluminum makes life go around. Now, if I could just get the Jackhammer Mark II, that'd be so much better, but right now, I've got a compressor. That's it! I've got an air compressor for the solar panels after dust storms. Alrighty, so that gives me 29 aluminum. That ain't a lot, but it'll do the trick. I'm constantly hearing the heartbeat in the game. Thum thum, thum thum, thum thum. Yeah, we're okay. We'll be fine. We could just drain our stamina completely. I wonder if stamina hits our hunger any when we're running. Are you flipping kidding me? Get off the stupid thing. Take the cable and plug it in. Are you flipping kidding me? Okay. Let's go see how many of these things we can make. Oh! Looks like our little handles have decided to glitch out a little bit. Their rotation angles are slightly off. Which does happen on occasion, but really shouldn't, but whatever. I don't care that much. So if I get 30 of you, I've got plenty of supply. That's 6 solar panels worth of solar cells. Let me take the solar cells. We're going to go build our solar panels so we can have some freaking power in here and have automatic airlocks. And if I plan this out right, we can actually have enough power to put a bed in here in the workshop and be able to just sleep the nights away in there instead of, you know...
Not enough materials.
I am about to not enough material your face. Okay? Okay? So I need 12 small engines.
Equalizing pressure. Low pressure warning.
This is going to be annoying. Recharge my water. Hydrate.
Water
Hydrate.
refill.
Small engines require aluminum. Yep. Alright. I'm not doing any more harvesting today. I suppose when we come back, we'll have to remember we need 6 of those small engines so we can make those 3 solar panels. Wait, that ain't right. 5, 6, 12. We need 12 small engines for 6 solar panels. Remember, because we used 5 of these solar cells already. Alrighty. Well, I thank y'all for joining me at least today. I hope y'all have had at least some fun. And I hope you all have a good day, good night, good evening, good morning. You get the idea.